Everyone is talking about the $1,049 starting price of the new Steam machine, but let's be honest, that's not the price you're actually going to pay. If you want a device that can handle your modern library without constant uninstalls, you're looking at a 2TB model. The price tag tells a much more complicated story about the state of the gaming industry. Price reality. While the base 512 model starts at $1,049, the 2TB model starts at $1,349 is true entry point for most serious gamers, especially considering the current surge of components and storage costs, as well as the fact that most gamers buying a Steam machine are going to have a large Steam library and they're not going to want to sit there and play only one game at a time or do constant uninstalls. They want to see the collection of their library on the console. They want to be able to pop in between 5 or 6 of their best games, back and forth. There's always the game you're playing. There's always the games you love to go back to. And sometimes you can be playing 2-3 games at a time, depending on the gamer. So the 512 model is really off the book for most gamers. The 2TB model is what you're going to be shooting for. The real price is $1,349. Power versus console. The Steam machine is a premium device that performs similarly to a base PS5. Though it may require some tinkering to match the optimization of consoles, it does not magically outperform a PS5 Pro or erase the inherent compromises of a PC gaming. For the price that you're paying, you better be getting something better than a PS5 that's been out for years. That price of a PS5 is like $649 right now, which is higher than when it came out, but it's a lot better, thicker shock than $1,349. Now let's keep in mind that the $1,349 doesn't come with a controller. I understand that the base PS5 doesn't come with 2 terabytes, but it does come with more than 512 gigabytes. So overall, I would say buying a PS5 that comes with the controller for $649 and has more storage than the 512 gig model is definitely the one place to go if you're looking for gaming. The controller. The new Steam controller is being criticized as a hollow feel and slippery, cheap filling plastic despite having high-end features like TMR sticks, mini fill. It's overpriced compared to alternatives like the 8-bit or DualSense. The DualSense is one of the best controllers out of the market right now. I feel like Valve should have done a better job trying to compete with that. The controller they're offering seems to be like a jack of all trades, but it's really master of none in my opinion. It looks clunky. It doesn't look comfortable to hold. I haven't tried one out yet, but from the looks of it, I'm not running out to go buy one just because it has some track pads on it. I would definitely recommend, if you do get the Steam machine, I would consider buying just the Steam machine itself and not the controller, and buy a DualSense to go with it. That would be my recommendation. Look and feel. The machine itself is a beautiful feat of engineering. A tiny, quiet, and polished cube significantly smaller than its current consoles. The size is nice. You can hide it in an entertainment center really easy. You can sit on your desk really easy. People that don't have much space, like apartments and things like that, this would be a good machine, or people that have small living spaces or a teenager in their room. The size would be great. But again, what is the size carrying, right? We already discussed it doesn't outperform a PS5. The size is a good thing. The quietness of the machine is a good thing, but that's not necessarily why you'd run out and buy one. Library advantage. Unlike traditional consoles, the Steam machine isn't starting from scratch. It leverages your existing Steam library, making it highly valuable for users already invested in Valve's ecosystem. My only issue with that is that if you are invested in Valve's ecosystem, you probably have a decent gaming machine. And the fact that you would swap your decent gaming machine for a Valve console is pretty ridiculous, because I know for sure that my gaming machine outperforms the Steam console. Target audience. This is not a family-friendly plug-and-play device for kids or the average household. It's specifically for the Valve faithful and the PC enthusiasts who want a living room experience without being locked into their walled garden or Sony or Microsoft. This does allow you to get away from the Sony store, the Microsoft store, and go with the Steam library. I'm pretty sure there might be mods to the OS coming down the road that allow you to play other things besides just Steam games. The overall feeling I have towards this machine is that it's definitely not for the average household. It's definitely not for buying for your kids to play in the living room. This is for someone that already has a dedicated PC that they spent a lot of money on, probably more than the Steam machine costs, and now you're asking them to spend another $1,000 plus for the Steam machine to put in their living room to have a living room experience. Is that worth it to you? Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, what I would like to see Valve do instead of release this for the living room is I would have liked to see Valve just release an app like they used to have where you could stream your PC games to the TV and you can use whatever controller you want that connects to your TV that's Bluetooth. I like that approach better. I know some people don't like streaming. They think it's slow or it glitches, but to be honest, I've actually used it recently and it works pretty well. I only had one glitch in like 2 hours of gameplay, and it was a really small glitch. I mean, it was a buffer for like just a second. So streaming's coming a long way over the last few years, and cloud gaming has come a long way in the past few years. So the need for a whole machine in the living room really sounds like thinking 5-6 years ago. It doesn't sound like the thinking of today, where everything's in the cloud and we should be able to access things in more places without buying hardware to basically run our games at this price point. There's a RAM shortage in the industry. Graphic cards are not being made like they used to be. They're being made for AI. The way we should get going about this is basically run it off the cloud, or if you have a machine, you should be able to run it off of multiple places, kind of like the Xbox approach. The only problem with the Xbox approach is that they're doing terrible other than their cloud gaming. I definitely think that this is something that, people are going to buy. It's going to be sold out for a while. There's a waiting list. The truth is that this is a tough pill to swallow as far as price tag for what you're getting. And the audience that it's for is kind of confusing to me because I would feel like most people that would get this would already have a machine with better graphics, better ray tracing, and so forth. I don't think this machine is definitely a must buy. I don't think this machine is definitely a run out and buy. I definitely think this is for the people that like tech, that have more money than they know what to do with, and they just want to throw it in their living room so they can have the same experience they have on their PC in their living room. My argument to that is one of the greatest advantages of playing on a PC is you can have more than one monitor, whereas if you put this on your TV, you don't have that option. So you're not going to be able to sit there and play the RTS that you played for years and don't need to listen to too much and watch YouTube videos at the same time. You're not going to be able to sit there and, look up stuff for your game on the monitor next to you while you're playing. Instead, you're going to have to sit there and look at your phone, which is a smaller experience, and, you're not going to be able to use as many applications and so forth. So go ahead and let me know your feelings about the Steam Machine and the price point, and what you feel about the 2 terabyte model. Do you think that that's the place everybody should try and shoot? If you like this video, please consider dropping a like and subscribe. It helps the channel out and allows me to make more content with that. Try one out.